Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. Well, got a little thought on my mind here. Not anything big, just a little. But I was thinking about real men. You know, that's kind of a subject that men can get carried away on and maybe talk longer than what they know. Real men. I used to hear real men don't cry. That is not correct. Sometimes it takes a real man to cry. It's kind of according to what the crying is about. A man might just be also a caring man and has tender feelings towards things that he should be tender towards. This old idea of just being tough at any cost. You know, this old, one of the things is, I think a man ought to run the show. Well, now hold it. He's got to consider his wife, and he's got to consider his children. And he's got to fathom out the depths of a thing. Now, true enough, he may be responsible for the last input, the last decision, but he needs to be sure that he's not just running roughshod. You know, in thinking of all this, I was thinking about, my dad told me many years ago about the Holts. There's folks in our community named Holt. And in fact, as we were kin to some of the Holts, and maybe all of them, I don't know, a little distant, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, the Holts were tough people. They were tough. They would have been cowboys had they been in the right spot in the right time. Tough breed. But just to show you, they were driving along in an old car, and one of them started talking about how tough he was. The others started talking about how tough he was. One of them said, I tell you what, we could stop and I could lay down on the ground and you could stand up on my chest and it wouldn't even bother me. That's how tough I am. So I said, well, let's do it. They pulled off on that old country road, got out there in the grass, and he lay down and he stood up on his chest. And he just barely whispered, get off, get off. No, let me tell you about real men. Real men is not how much iron they can pump. It's not how much they can lift. Real men pray. Real men pray. Real men cherish their wives, respect them, and see that they have everything, can provide for everything they possibly can for them. Husbands, love your wives as Christ also loved the church. Real men provide no matter what it takes. They do their very best to provide for their household. Real men, you know what? Real men kneel at the cross and give their lives over to living for God. I know it's quick, just a little thinking. Get off. God bless you.